Let's see if there's any news. Well, what happens from here? Where do we go? Where's my purpose? It's day 125 of the TØPocolypse. It's getting sad. Hey guys, it's Jake with Soul Potential. As you may have known, 21 Pilots has been on hiatus for 125 days. Who's counting though, right? Like, who's actually counting? I feel like a lot of the fans right now are kind of freaking out and are being a little bit toxic, just a little bit toxic on the internets, the YouTubes, the Twitters, Instagrams, and a lot of us are getting impatient. I would be lying to say that I am not impatient. I wish that I could have new music now. I really think that 21 Pilots should at least give us a little hint or niblet of information soon, basically talking about when they're coming back. But I think that at least the majority of the hiatus is over. Think about it this way. The hiatus started a couple months ago, and I don't think that we will be in hiatus for another couple of months. I think that we're definitely going to have some new information on at least new music or new singles fairly shortly. However, that's what I said in October with my October predictions video, and although I never said that that was my 100% truth, I never said that that would be true, I'm definitely missing the presence of 21 Pilots. So this brings me to the majority of my video. A lot of people were asking online and on my YouTube comments, why are they taking so long? When do you think the next 21 Pilots album is gonna drop? When is it coming? And my answer to that is, I believe that 21 Pilots is spending a lot of time basically recuperating from their tours. I know that's not what people want to hear, that's not what people are expecting. Tyler and Josh, they're human too, and I think that they have definitely earned this period of rest. I do believe though that they're still working on music, and I can say that without a shadow of a doubt because of the Instagram post that Jenna posted a couple weeks ago, and because music is their passion, they're still working on new stuff. It's very odd to me though that it's lasted this long, 125 days. Part of that I think goes to the fact that they are working very hard on this album and they're wanting to make it as great as possible, and I think that is wise of them, to be honest. Blurryface hit this level of notoriety and of praise that their previous albums hadn't really achieved. So I think there's a lot of expectations behind this new album and a lot of hype, and I think they're letting that die down so that they can come back full force and surprise the fans. Imagine if they were to drop an album right after they finished touring. I feel like a lot of those fans would still be on that Blurryface hype, but they would have Blurryface expectations for that next album. I think this period of time between now and their next album release is kind of like cleansing our palates. And when they actually do in fact drop, just imagine yourself reacting to that when you pull up your social media and you see the first post on there is the fact that 21 Pilots is returning. I think I would actually lose my mind. I think I would go crazy. But I can say without a shadow of a doubt that I wouldn't have that same reaction if they released that album very shortly after they stopped touring. I think that with this spacing of time that has passed since they've been on hiatus, that has actually given us time to relax before the next album. Those are just my personal thoughts, my personal opinions, but just to summarize, I think it's wise of them to do this, to have this hiatus. But honestly, I have no idea when they're going to post new stuff again, based on the fact that they haven't been having a social media presence at all, that they've really cut off almost all forms of communication between them and the internet. I don't know what to base my predictions on anymore. Until then, no one knows for certain. And I think that's doing a service for 21 Pilots by basically keeping us in the dark. But with that being said though, I am curious. I'm gonna post a poll in the top right corner, basically asking when you think the next album is gonna come out. A lot of people still think that they're gonna release something at the end of the year. Remember that video I put out a couple months ago talking about how if you right click on that 21 Pilots logo and then it will bring up a Google search for that window? A lot of people got birthday and 2017. People were thinking that they could release information on Tyler's birthday in December on 2017, which would be awesome because that's still this year. And I think that has a lot of potential. Still in potential. So they may tease the album on that date, but I'm starting to lead towards the theory that it might come out early next year, or at least new singles, because of the absence of their social media presence. But like I said, I'm super excited to see what you guys have to say about this. I am honestly just craving 21 Pilots. It's weird because I feel like I've lost a friend that has been on vacation for a long time. time, except that friend has traveled to a third world country where there's no Wi-Fi, and I have no way of communicating to that person at all. It's weird that we're just kind of regurgitating and rewatching old videos and old memes of 21 Pilots because there's nothing new. But with that being said, I'm so excited for when they actually do come back. And this time period, like I said, the length of this hiatus will make their return so much sweeter. So I am so excited for that. With that being said, I hope you guys survive the rest of this TØPocolypse, however long it lasts. My question is, what are you guys doing to basically hold yourself over, to save your sanity during this period of time? Is it just watching old 21 Pilots videos? Is it looking up new memes that people are making from old content? Let me know in the comments below. With that being said, once again, this is Jake with Stolen Potential. I love 21 Pilots, and so do you. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.